Hi,
Afternoon.
everyone.
Hello.
Hi, guys and
Nope.
gals.
We got Spirit Whisper Mark and Sheila and the awesome Kevin. How's everyone today?
Pretty
I got a
good.
few questions starred. We'll look about anything, but we want to concentrate more on some pets. See if we can tap in. Mark's the
Yeah,
pet master here.
Well, let's just say
this
I
is
have
something
had
I'm
animals.
used to, but I'm down to read pets.
Yep,
Good practice.
Good
yep.
practice, tap in.
Yeah, I haven't done a lot on it, but I'm definitely ready
It's
to
really
give it a go.
not
Yeah.
that different than hearing spirit or
Right.
a deceased person. Like
Right.
this week, boy, Betty White really came in for me, and I guess that's because I met her so many times. But I was like on line saying, well, normally when somebody first passes, it's hard for me to get them. It's like it's too soon or something.
Hmm.
And then right when I was saying that, she goes, "No, I'm here." I went, "Oh, well, or maybe that isn't true because she seems to be right here, and that was the day she passed." So, and I don't always do deceased people, but what was my point? I don't remember. Just that it's all like sort of the same, that same receiving or hearing, I think.
Mhm.
It's interesting. I normally can't tap in when somebody first passes too, but me and my husband watch Golden Girls every night before we go to bed. So she came to me too, like right after she passed. I don't feel her as strongly now, but when she first passed, I did.
I
Yeah,
know. Yeah, Scott.
that's what I noticed too.
Hmm.
It's like if you can get something, I sense right away. But once they've entered the crossing into that, dome, like Cash Peters would say, or into the heaven realm, then they're in that space. So it feels like it's harder,
Hmm.
you
It's
know,
like they're
until they get
busy.
that energy up and be able to contact back.
Yeah. I always feel like we're busy for a little bit here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If
exactly.
they're reviewing, I don't know what's happening, but it's like, oh, I gotta focus up here for a bit. But when I heard that Betty passed, um, and she came right to me. I was watching it on TV, then I saw myself on a clip with her on Entertainment Tonight. So I was went, oh, look, there I am behind her, like laughing or something. And I could hear her so clearly, but the first thing she saw me, it was like she was going up, and she turned around and she just sent energy to the world. And I think that's why we were able to pick up on her
Mhm.
Mhm.
right away, because I felt like her attention was, I need to be grateful to all my
Yeah,
fans. And it was like that, giving this
Yeah.
gratitude to everyone who had loved her for so long. And she really felt that. I don't know. It was great. Now I'm getting
that's
goosebumps.
what I was picking up too. Was how grateful she was for all of her fans and being able to give so much humor and giving so much back. It was so fulfilling for her.
Yep. Yep. I think so too. Hmm.
Yeah, we had someone in our family that passed. Um, it was well, I had actually had Sheila toss a few cards on it privately. It was
I remember.
my Nancy's brother-in-law passed, and he was he was in the state
Right
senate,
before.
the state assembly, and he was also a professor at a college, right? And the energy I was getting, it's like he was still here, until after like the funeral and everything. And there was such amazement about how many people that would talk and that he didn't realize how many lives he actually touched. That, you know, uh, they went on to get degrees and great jobs, and the focus and the passion he gave towards pushing people,
Hmm.
to do more and get this. And there were so many people speaking, and that was that energy I was getting from it. It's like, wow. I never realized I touched that many people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's a great thing.
It's like that movie, It's a Wonderful Life.
Okay.
You get to look then from a different perspective and you go, oh, that affected that person, or that made them think differently or change their path, or I don't know. That's cool, I think.
It felt very humbling. It's just like, you see this visual of like, oh my God, or wow. It makes you feel at peace and gratitude and love it.
Yes.
So, hey, let's start with my dog.
Okay.
All right.
So let's see if you can tap into my Quincy that we had to put down. He was 10 years old,
Oh,
little Pomeranian.
that's pretty young. What happened to him?
He ended up started getting diabetes,
Oh, okay.
And his health started going down, losing weight, and then he ended up breaking a leg.
Okay.
So we ended up putting him down.
Boy, did he ever have the cutest face in the world?
Right.
He was a cutie.
Of course, I think every animal's cute. I don't care how ugly it is. Usually if they're ugly, they're even cuter to me. So let's see, Quincy. He's been gone a while, but he's right here, Scott. He seems to come right around. I don't know. He had a really strong bond with you in particular. Were you alone when you had him?
A lot of times because,
Yeah.
I had my daughters half time, so a lot of times it was just me.
Yeah. He seemed like he really bonded with you and really liked your energy. It's like he says, we were meant to be together, is what he's saying. You brought out stuff in each other, so there was this, he says, Scott enjoyed me. I brought joy. He seems like he is a little joy button, or like made you laugh a lot. And he liked that, that was fun for him. He says that was one of my major jobs, was to make Scott laugh. Mm-hmm. And he goes, and I liked it. He said, also, I felt very loved and cherished. Well, he has such a lighthearted energy. It's very playful, but did you have a dog when you were little, Scott?
Oh, multiple. Yeah, we grew up on a farm, so we had a lot of dogs.
Okay. He says he knew you when you were little. And he says he worked on being with you again. That was a soul choice of his.
Cool.
He's aware that you can communicate with spirit. He says, and with me, he communicated with me, he says, and talked to me. But I think, I know you talked to him out loud, but he's saying that you communicated telepathically as well.
Mm-hmm.
He likes that you do that. Well, it's going to sound like I say this all the time, but I don't know. It's really coming a lot lately when I and when somebody comes and asks me about their pet or something. But I feel like he wouldn't mind to come back, Scott.
Yeah, I'm feeling the same.
We're waiting for the right dog. Yeah.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna say sooner than later. He's kind of, like right in the beginning when I said, "Boy, he's awful close." That feels like that's because he's looking at, making another choice. Okay, I want to step aside and let you guys say what you're getting. Okay.
Well, what I was picking up, just through doing some channeling, was that I felt that Quincy was extremely spoiled. He had a lot of love to give you and your family, but he also received a lot of love. He was the little baby. I also feel he almost had somewhat of a protective energy around you and your family too. Like
he always slept in the bed with us.
Yeah. I felt like with the protective energy, not that he wasn't friendly to new people that would come in, but he was definitely like the family dog, if that makes sense.
Oh yeah, he loved everyone. My daughter's friends would come over and they just loved him up and carry him around everywhere.
I also saw him sleeping in like a little doggy bed. Like he liked to cuddle and like nest in the bed.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And then I agree with Mark too. I feel that he's ready to come back to you and reincarnate here very soon.
Yeah. We decided on our next dog, we're just gonna wait and find out. We ain't gonna push it.
They'll come to you at the right time.
Come through the universe of an offer of a dog. That's one we're gonna take. We're not gonna search.
Yeah, he'll come to you. Somebody's gonna let you know about him.
So he was a crazy little one. He wanted to escape and explore. He knew how to get the front door open if it wasn't locked right. And I lost him for 3 days, and I ended up finally calling the pound, and there he was. Someone picked him up. And then we had chickens on the farm. He would chase those things like crazy. He thought he could catch them. He chased little animals. A few times he found like either like moles. He found a mole, a bunch of little moles, and he'd chew them. So he kind of thought like baby kittens were like that too. So he killed some baby chickens. I don't think he knew, but he thought they were predators or something. Mm-hmm. So any little babies, like he thought they were like varmints or something, and he would kill them, put them in his teeth, and. Right. But he was just crazy on those chickens. It was nuts. And when we had cows a few times, he chased the cows. I wasn't too happy there. But yeah, for a little Pomeranian, he would chase animals. And
I can see that little tiny dog chasing cows.
I know.
He's full of it. He might be a little bigger, though, this time when he comes. I feel like he might not be teeny tiny this time.
That's what we're kind of looking for. Uh-huh. Like a lab or a Biden dog, a shepherd or something like that.
Yeah.
Or a husky, something like that.
Something bigger. I feel like that's what he's choosing. What'd you get, Sheila?
Okay. Well, I think I've only done a couple of readings on animals in my time, but I just kind of pulled 3 cards from this animal themed deck here. And it's funny because just listening to him talking about that. So I received the Fool, which is the unicorn here. And it sounds like, this really does fit Quincy, I believe, because it's sort of like the Pomeranians. I had one for like a really brief time, but they're really bouncy and they're a lot of fun. They're kind of like, it almost feels like they're kind of off in another existence, than we are. They're little dogs. They think they're big dogs and they're, but I also got this one. So
I believe that. He was a crafty one.
This is why I was laughing, because I'm like, yeah, this is, escaping and all that kind of stuff. Foxes are sneaky, so it's like he knew how to get out of the house and everything. This is pretty much feels like a lot of his spirit here.
They like to chase chickens too, foxes do.
Right. Yeah. But, and with judgment, it's just there is no real judgment. They're just being dogs. They're being animals. They're just doing their thing. And, I don't know. that's sort of what I get.
That's cool.
I have to work on the
Well,
animal.
Pomeranians look a little like a fox.
Yes, they do.
I've
Little
taken
red one, yeah.
foxes, and they have that little sort of foxy thing about them, I think.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Yeah, it was a good, cool story getting them.
It's
Because
neat.
when I was little, we did have some Pomeranians a few times. You know, when I was 10 years old, around there, and they were black ones.
Yeah.
So I was talking to my daughters, and they're, should we get a Pomeranian? They're like, oh, yeah. So, but I didn't want to spend the big dollars, you know, for them. So I just happened to look on either the paper or Craigslist or whatever it was, and there was these Pomeranians for sale, and they were discounted because they couldn't move them.
Oh.
Like $650 down to like $200.
Oh.
There was 2 left. And I told my girls, you know, you want to take a drive and go look? They're like, yeah, let's go. But I told them, and we agreed that it had to be a boy, and it had to be a yellow one. And we got there, and Quincy was there. That was our dog. And we couldn't be more happy with him. He was great.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Oh.
So what about your doggy there, Sheila?
Well, this is a cat.
Kitty cat.
Oh, cat.
This is
Like
Cassie,
that.
my tuxedo kitty cat that I had rescued. But I didn't have her for very long because she got cardiomyopathy, and I took her to the hospital and everything, and she was on oxygen and all that kind of stuff, but we couldn't save her. And so on May 15th, 2000 is when I had to put her down. And I stayed with her the entire time for her last breath. And oh my gosh, I couldn't even, it was an awful day. And that night when I went to sleep, I felt like she jumped on the bed next to me and curled up in a ball. I felt that. And I felt like she came to say goodbye. And she was playful. She would always be at the door for me when I came home from work. She would watch me out of this window. This is my old condo. And, come outside. Come up to the door and wait for me. We would play. And, we had this game we played too, where she'd sit on the spiral staircase early in the morning, and I'd pet her, and then I'd go to touch her tail, and she'd just be like, whack, whack, whack. We just do this little thing. And she was such a great cat. I used to love to kiss her little fluffy cheeks. And one day I was ridiculous. I loved this cat so much. I was kissing her, and she takes her paw and goes, whack. And it looked like she was laughing. She had this look, and I laughed, and it was so much fun. She was just so much fun. I just miss her, and I haven't really been able to have another cat. It was so bad. I made a web page for her. I had like a list of all the toys, but she was.
Was that the last time you had a pet?
No, I had some others. They just didn't work out, so I kind of just gave up. I just can't do it right now. So no one's been able to live up to this cat.
Yeah, that's been a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 21 years, you said?
Yep.
2000?
In 2000. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The best cat ever.
Feels like that soul kitty came back like 4 or 5 times already.
Probably.
Not more.
Just see if she'll come here.
Okay. She doesn't. That's all right.
She says, I'm busy.
That sounds like her.
But wait, I'll come over. So she is going to come.
Oh.
Her spirit is coming.
Yeah.
She says, I learned a lot with my time with you, Sheila. I learned how fulfilling a relationship with a human could be, this back and forth energy, and the love between a human and an animal. And that was good. She goes, I've been continuing that path and learning to give more energy. She says, she thinks you should have a cat.
I know. I knew that was coming.
And that she said it would help to ground your energy. You know that already. She says, I did that.
Yes,
But that's what we do. We ground and help you balance, you know, because sometimes if you're not feeling well or something, they'll help. Cats particularly. Dogs can do it too. But cats have done like healing work for a really, really long time. Dogs do it too, but they're more about being constant companions, sort of. And a cat is like, I'm your friend from over here, you know, a little bit more. But anyway, she says that energy would be good whenever you're ready.
Yeah.
Just to ground and balance and bring you company, she says, company.
I know. One day, again, probably not in this house.
I know. But, you know, she just, you know, I have to tell you what she's saying. She's, you know, I think she might be here now in form.
Oh,
but,
good.
You know, somewhere else, you know, busily expressing. Okay. That's what she's given me.
Okay.
Hi, sweetie. I love her little spirit, though. And, you know, like when I do this, Pan is like on top of me, kind of. And so they see his energy. That's what I feel. And so that's what usually brings them right up to my face, kind of. Okay, good. All right, sweetie. What'd you guys get?
I was getting the sadness. I threw cards on it because I wasn't really tapping in. But there was sadness of her health, and she was grateful that you didn't postpone it. It feels like they don't want to suffer. You know, it feels like she was grateful that you put it out because then you give her new opportunities to come back again with the world. Right. But very grateful for your relationship together. The Queen of Cups and Two of Cups. You like two peas in the pods, I'm feeling.
Yeah, it was really something.
She feels a little feisty with the pages. It's like love one time, and the next time she wants to play and be feisty.
Mm-hmm. She was always sweet. She never bit. She never did anything like that. She was just, and she never missed her litter box, ever. I mean, I'd be cleaning it out, and I'd put it down after I wash it, you know, just after I dried it, and she gets in it. I'm like, wait, there's nothing in here yet. Get out. It's like, I can't do this yet. But she always knew what she was supposed to do until I left the house, and I would come back and find her sitting on top of my leather top desk that was from my parents' house. And I was like, no, this is what you do when I'm not here because I forgot something. But she was good. She never destroyed anything. Just a good cat.
Yeah, I got a lot of twos. So it's like you guys are bonded.
Yeah, she was a doll.
I was having a little bit of a hard time channeling, but I think that might be because, like Mark said, that he feels like the cat might already be in form.
Sure.
But I did definitely feel like a playful, spunky energy with the cat. And I feel that you will be reunited again here, but it feels like it's like 2-3 years out. It doesn't feel like it's like tomorrow, but it feels a couple years out. But I definitely get with this Two of Wands that that's your journey together. I see that happening again here soon with the Ace of Wands. I also the card that signified Cassie was the Strength card. So I kind of feel like that playful lion, like the cat almost felt like it was a lot bigger than what it actually was. Like I felt like a lot of lion energy, really playful. How did you get the cat again? Were you talking about that?
It was a rescue. It was not the shelter, but it was a rescue group, and I had gone to the Petco, and because they were, or PetSmart or whatever it was called at the time, and because I knew that you could adopt, And I went in there and I picked her. I picked her out. I saw her in the cage and I was like, can I hold her? And I held her and I was like, that's it. This is it.
Yeah.
And then I brought her home and she would hide. And, and the person that gave her up said she hid all the time. And I was like, maybe you just need to leave her alone. So I would just leave her alone. And I'd let her, I was talking about this the other night on my channel or whatever. And I would sit there on the couch and she would do a drive-by and stop. I'd pet her once and she'd go. And she did this for a while. And then she finally would come over and be with me. So it was.
Well, I was definitely picking up some like sadness and troubledness with like her past, I think, before you got her. And I thought it was weird because I was picking up kind of like scared energy, but then around you, it felt like it was really playful. So
Right.
I think you helped her get past a lot of that stuff and to get really comfortable. But in the short-term future, I do see that reunion coming for you again. Like I said, it feels like it's a couple years out still, but.
Thank you. And I'm going to put this picture. I have a better picture of her. I got to go find one, put it up on my bulletin board. Have her around here. She could help me with these pet readings, maybe. So ask her to help. Okay.
Judith got a cat, Carol.
Cool.
Yeah, Carl.
Was sick for 2.5 months. Vet said nothing he could do. He was suffering, so I put him down.
Oh.
Well, they're always understanding when they're suffering.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And they're always understanding that, it's not an easy decision for us to do, but we love them so much that we want to get them out of their physical bodies so they're not suffering anymore.
Right.
And they're always happy on the other side, just like we are. Most pets are a part of the angelic realm, so a lot of loving, playful energy.
So I'm not sure if he's a kitten now, because I'm seeing him in a group with other kittens, like playing. Either he's just happy right now or he's a kitten again. One of the two. But yeah, he's very happy. I'm sensing playful and love. They don't want to be sick. I don't want to be sick.
Right.
They feel that energy, and I put Quincy down. I just felt it was the right thing to do, and he was in pain.
Yeah, same here.
Suffering.
Yep, her cries I couldn't bear. I was just like, we just have to do this. I don't want to, but I can't. I can't stand by and watch this. So,
That's right. Sometimes, though, they're just dying of old age, and I'm not a proponent of putting them down if they're not suffering.
Right.
Because they want to cross naturally the way we do. We don't just rush and put ourselves down if we're sick.
Yeah.
If we're suffering, that's different.
I forgot to tell you, though, my cat was only 2.5 years old.
Yeah.
Well, that was a young one.
It was, and that was devastating, and I didn't want to do it, but I had to.
I've had so many pets in my life, lots, and I've had to put one down, which killed me, but all the rest of my pets have died with me holding them at home. I don't say that that's better or worse, but I just feel each time I felt like that's what they wanted to do. And of course it was horrible. I did not care for it. It was about the same as when you take them to put them down. The only thing about that was, of course, when I took my one dog and she'd been crying and, she had cancer, and I thought, no, she can't be in pain.
Mm-mm.
But then when I took her, of course, she acted like she never was in pain for a day.
Right.
She said, "Oh, I'm so healthy and just wonderful. Why are you putting me down?" Which made it a lot harder. But anyway, sometimes I feel like they do come to have, and this is going to sound weird. I know a lot of people aren't going to agree necessarily, but they are also here to experience that death experience with their owner. Now, sometimes it's with the vet. Sometimes, though, the vet's not involved.
Yeah.
So I just want to throw that out there, because sometimes people think, oh, my cat is old and they're getting thinner and they're not eating. Maybe I should just put them down. Well, no, because, we get old, we get thinner, we don't eat as much, we're tired, or we want to sleep more, but let's put him down because he's tired.
Right.
I just throw that out there, because a lot of times too, we'll rush to the vet and we'll do the same thing to the doctor. Fix it, fix it, fix it. And sometimes that's not really what's going on. I can tell you how many times I've had a sick pet and the guidance was, well, just watch it for a day. Don't just rush to the vet, and it'll balance itself out. Now, that's not every time. I just have so much experience with exotic animals and vets too, where the vet trip ended up in tragedy. And I thought it was unnecessary. So I just, want to caution people that the vet's not always the number one choice.
Right.
Cat's a little off, or your dog's a little off or out of balance. Anyway, I know that's not necessarily popular, but I just keep getting that over and over.
Good point. Definitely.
I threw some cards on Carl.
Yeah.
I think he's just playing in heaven.
Yeah.
Very happy he's got strength back. And then I got the 10 of cups next to that. So that would feel like he's still in heaven with the 10 of cups. But having that strength back and that playfulness is a joy. Then I got that again, the same thing, same card I got with Sheila's kitty. That 9 of swords. They do not want to be in agony.
Mm-mm.
Now they have the star feeling,
Right.
But yeah, he's very happy. I got the lovers here. He feels like he's playing and he's learning and gaining abilities and ready to come back.
All right. Well, I got, let's see, the 2 of swords starting off. I just pulled some cards on Carl for this point. So it's kind of that, to me, it feels like a crossroads. So yes, he did have to go. And with the death card, it was time, death and then rebirth, go through that. The Ace of Wands also. So there's that new beginning. And you may feel him around. Oh, we're on Juno. Yes, I'm gonna forget who I'm reading on. Okay, so this is on Carl.
Carl,
yeah. Yeah. But I do feel I got the journey card here too. So they are, yeah, thank you. Threw me off. Yeah, so I mean he's on his journey, and he too may be eventually going to come back as well. I think that we all do that.
Yeah.
So I think listen. All right, go
Well,
ahead.
what I was getting, Judith, was Carl in his physical body. There was definitely something wrong, because I get the 4 of swords, a lot of rest, not feeling well. His energy was off and off balance.
Mm-hmm.
And I definitely pick up on your sadness with this swords, or it could have been heart related. But it was his time with the world card above, and I do see him coming back to you with the 6 of cups, nostalgia, past loved ones, and Judith. Carl really appreciated all of that with the Empress, you being his mom, and all that love that you shared with him. I feel like, yeah, he's going to definitely come back to you. I think you were saying that he passed recently, but yeah, I feel he's playing, and he's doing good where he's at right now. I wouldn't worry that he's in a bad place or upset.
Mm-hmm.
My Lord. Holly had a cat that was 24.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
That is amazing.
They're living longer though. They're pushing, 21, 22 up there.
Wow. I had two Siamese, and they maybe lasted 10 years too. I think the oldest we had a farm dog. He was a mix of a beagle and a lab. And she passed at 19. So that's
Well,
the oldest.
well, a
That's the
lot of
oldest
times
ever.
the mixed breeds are healthier a lot of the times than the purebred.
Yeah.
And
There's a lot of
live longer.
overbreeding with the purebreds a lot of times.
And they have less emotional problems. The mixed breeds. I'm all about mixed breeds. I love every dog on the earth, but mixed breeds can be really great because people kind of think, oh, that's not. No, they're great.
Mhm.
Yeah. I'll be right back, everyone.
Okay. Yeah, and somebody was talking about that energy work, and boy, the animals love any kind of, they love Reiki. If you're a Reiki therapist, they love that. You can really help them, get better with that, or any kind of the Eastern, hands-on energy work.
Okay.
Michelle had a terrier, Rosie. Miss her so much. Message from Rosie. Are you here, Michelle? Just wondering. I wonder if you had cats. Cats in your household too. Okay. I kind of see Rosie playing with cats.
I was, for some reason, thinking cat as well. I don't know why. Just don't know what.
Hey, Rosie, do you want to talk?
These are good.
Yeah, I can't figure this one out. For some reason, I'm seeing an old plow. So I don't know if you guys lived in the rural area or something. For some reason, I'm getting a plow. I don't know why I'm getting a plow. Like a one-spaded plow, like really old. Unless it means she was really
Michelle.
Rosie was really old.
Michelle says she loved our cats,
Oh, cool.
so there were cats.
Yeah, I was seeing cats around her for some reason.
I was feeling cat too. I couldn't. Well, maybe I'm finally starting to tap in. Okay. Marco first.
Wait, I'm just seeing what else she said. Boy, there's so many comments. I keep getting lost. Okay. Yep, I'm sure that works. That's great. Oh yeah, she loved her cats.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah, I know she keeps talking about cats.
Coffee's getting cold. I gotta finish it.
I feel like
Okay.
that she may have, it looks like she's looking at the idea of being a cat, or she may have switched into cat. That's what I keep getting. Yeah, well, do you have cats now, Michelle?
She said she had to get rid. She said she had to get rid of them.
Yeah.
She said she had to get rid of her cats.
Okay. Well, she's very fascinated with their way of expression and their experience. So I feel like, that was really to her soul, and it looks like she may be thinking about experiencing life on Earth as a cat. So that's what she's telling me.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's like she was very intuitive or interested in cats. Like you didn't understand them. It's like, I'm going to play with you because I don't understand you.
Right.
That's interesting.
Weird feeling. Did Rosie like car rides? I'm kind of like, getting that visual of a dog sitting out the window going, or like being in the car. It feels relaxing. I'm sensing he did like car rides. Cool. I'm wondering if she liked you, or she liked someone. It feels like a female energy, but like always being on the left, but a left foot. Like if you're in a chair per se, she needed to be at someone's left foot, or your left foot. And I'm also getting that she had like healing properties or something. So when you were down or something, she had energy to help you heal. She feels like a magical dog.
She says she loved cows.
Sounds like Scott's dog.
Well, there was something about a farm or whatever. I was seeing an old plow for some reason, a one spade plow.
Well, if she knew cows, they probably did live on a farm. Or it said we lived in the forest.
Well, anyway, lovely dog.
Cows in the forest?
Well, okay. I did pull some cards on this one just to get a general idea of what was going on here. With the King of Swords, and these are thoughts, air, so you're definitely, Rosie does remember you. Just gonna put it that way. With the Four of Wands, you gave Rosie a really wonderful home, and so it felt like a very, very good relationship. Kind of like a marriage. You know what I mean? It's like when you bring someone into your home, a celebration, a wedding, a birth, family kind of energy there. And she's with Judgment. I have this one, and I feel like she's sorry she had to leave you. But again, and I pulled the Nine of Pentacles here too. So again, you gave her everything that she could have ever wanted, and she really loves you for that. And yes, with the Two of Cups is the fifth one. Yes, I also get that partnership kind of energy as the four over here. And just because I was still curious what was going on with it, I also got the Three of Wands, and as you can see, this fox is sitting here looking up the pathway. So you've helped her also along her new path. And again, more twos. Okay, that was a 3. This is the 2. All right, so this is the Two of Wands. And so again, she's also on her new journey, but she's very thankful for the home that you gave her and the love. So I hope that resonated.
Yeah. Well, before I do my reading, George wanted to come up and say hi to everybody.
Hi, George.
Hi, Georgie.
Hi, George.
How cute are you?
Hey, puppies.
Baby.
All right. So, Michelle with Rosie, has Rosie been passed away for a while now? I feel like it's been a little while since Rosie's passing. And I was also wondering if Rosie was maybe a rescue dog, because I don't think the beginning of Rosie's life was really good. Because in the past I get the Ten of Swords, so it kind of feels like something happened. I'm not sure if Rosie was a little anxious either, because I get the Nine of Swords. But what I was picking up from my cards is all that unconditional love that you and Rosie shared together, and that emotional offer crossing it. So that really tight relationship that you had, it was, Rosie was your baby, like your child. I get the Three of Cups above. So all that friendship, and I feel Rosie's still visiting you, because there's still that communication with this. That's a Knight of Swords. It definitely, the passing was quick and easy for Rosie, and there's still that love pact that you two share. I feel very connected between you and Rosie.
Yeah, she said it's been 3 years.
Yeah, I felt like it was a little while in a rescue. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, because it felt like Rosie had some anxiety, or maybe separation anxiety.
They found her along the road running.
Oh, okay.
Beautiful.
I didn't name him George, but it definitely fit. So I thought it was a cute name for him.
Nice.
Well, I just have to show you that I just pulled a few cards afterwards. And the final outcome, I just think it's interesting. It's the card with the cat. And, you know, this card and this queen, you know, she always is touching like a plant or something. So it's like it always reminds me of earthly manifestation, you know, because it's the wand and the inspiration. I just think it's very interesting. It's this cat card, because I kind of got, he was studying and looking and figuring stuff out. And then he left and crossed, and like had a little time to think about stuff. And then he's coming back as a cat. I don't know. That is so weird. I've never had that story before, but there you go. Anyway, there's only, I think, a couple of cards that have animals on them. I don't think there's any other cat card, is there? Anyway.
I completely forgot I have a cat tarot sitting over there. I should have brought that one in too. But
Nice.
you know,
Which cat tarot is that?
the cat. All right.
Well, the only one I found, cat tarot I found, was these.
Oh, cool, though. Those look neat.
I can't remember the name. This is the back of them.
Yeah, I just got a new cat. Oh, I like that one. I think, I have that one.
Yeah, I can't remember. It's over there somewhere about, but
I have that deck too,
Yeah.
Sheila. And then I have a dog deck, but they're both new and I haven't used them very much. So,
well, it's got multiple languages in it. I think it may have came from Britain.
I like that one though, Scott. It's cool.
All right. This one's been elected.
I need to get an animal deck now. The only one I have is the Wild Unknown, and it's not really an animal deck, but it has some animals in it. Like the suits, let's see. Like the pentacles, my suits come up as deer.
Oh, yeah. That cat deck, they have different things for it's a little like, isn't it like, what's Pinnacles in that cat deck? It's not Pinnacles. Is it yarn balls or something?
Let me look. Ace of Pentacles. Wait a minute. There was one, but I couldn't tell what that one.
Oops.
Hello.
That's my fault.
That one. No, this is weird. This one has a maze in it for Pentacles. Let me keep looking.
Oh yeah, so maybe it's. I know that was. I just looked through it and I went, wait, I'm confused. What's what?
I know. I'm trying to figure it. Page of Pentacles. No, I'm seeing Pentacles in them.
Okay, great.
But that is a good question.
Kevin would probably like the dog deck I have. I think
They're little Pentacles. that
Oh
they're
yeah, little
playing with.
pinnacle.
Yeah, that's what it looks like. But yeah, I'm gonna leave this one. Oh well, here's a dog in here, and it's the devil.
Oh yeah, I know.
I definitely resonate more with dogs than cats. I'm allergic to cats. And,
I'm allergic to cats too, but they make this stuff that you can like wipe the cat down with. There's like little cloth things. I used to do that. She hated it at first, but then she got used to it and it just took a minute or two. It was like a wet cat. But all right, so I've read on Kay Scarborough's question over here.
I just seen Holly posted. Oh, I had a doctor appointment today, so that's why I'm off. So I took off work today for a doctor appointment. Had a free CT scan on my lungs and whatnot. So I'm like, bonus of being a veteran. So I said, hey, what the heck? It's free. Let's see how bad it is at 53.
Yeah, go get it.
So I'm off today. I'm like, hey guys, you want to do a live?
Yep, this is my last day of vacation, so I'm glad I can do it. But so I read on Kay Scarborough. Ooh,
Cards.
This
This is the dog deck. That's really
keep
cool. It has like bones.
oh my god! Look at the backs.
It has really beautiful pictures on it, though.
Oh yeah.
The 9 of Pentacles. Anyway.
Who made the deck? I wonder if it's made by the same people. Megan Lynn Cott. My sister's name isn't Megan.
MJ Coulinane.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
I have another deck by her. I forget which one. Okay.
Okay, will I sell my business this year or keep it?
Okay. I've already got cards on this. I'm gonna
Great.
go ahead and jump into it. All right. So you have the Hermit card here. So yes, this has been, oh, you too. So, you've been thinking about this for a long time. You've really been wanting to do something about it. And again, I also have Temperance here. So it's deciding, do we stay with what we know, or do we move on to something new? How do we want to play this? But with the 5 of Swords, it sort of feels like you sort of had enough, at least with the business, maybe, because you really talking about getting rid of it. I think you did all right with the 9 of Pentacles here. So, that went well, but I did pull for the last card here, the 9 of Wands. So it's kind of feels like you're kind of over it still, feeling that way. But I did get the 3 of Cups. So if you want to sell it, I think you'll be successful. You might get a good price, which will maintain this. So I don't know how that works, but oh, we have another troll. What's with the trolls? Do we get this troll? Sorry, I'm seeing trolls. Okay, I found you. Okay, got him. All right. But yeah, so that was my reading. You guys want to?
Well, just intuitively, I'm feeling that you're going to keep it, but I do see a lot of changes coming with it. When I just asked my pendulum if you were going to sell, and I got a no. But the card that represents the situation, I get the Death card. So there is some changes coming with it, maybe rebranding. Whatever this changes that happen, it's going to bring that passion, that fiery energy that you have for your business back. Because I see that you're kind of wanting to step away from it. In the short-term future, I get the Magician. So you're going to be able to manifest what you want to out of this business. And I see it bringing in a lot of more money for you and new opportunities. I get that with the 9 of Pentacles at the bottom of my deck. So you're going to be changing it somehow. I don't know if your business was maybe affected with COVID, and so maybe it was slowing down, or you kind of lost that spark that you had when you initially started. But I see that passion coming back into it and it really thriving, Kay.
Well, Calvin, I'm just going to say ditto.
Okay.
That was a good reading, Kevin. I'm getting the same thing. So, yeah, it does feel like you may have had some downturns, lack of funds or something. I'm getting the same thing. You do feel attached to it. So I got anxiety and 3 of Cups, and then progress, and then downturns again with a 10 of Wands. But I do have sense you getting better and keeping it with the High Priestess and Queen of Pentacles. But things are going to be changing. Page of Wands, Judgment, Hermit, keep it. And then there'll be more money coming in. 6 of Pentacles. So intuitively, I was getting hold off for like 2 years.
Yeah.
Or maybe 2 years or so, like 2 to 3 years. I was getting more or 2. But you're going to have an upturn, it feels like. You know, the disappointments are going to change and then continue for 2 years or so, and then sell. Things will be better probably. You might get a higher return, something like that. But that's what I'm sensing. You know, maybe 2 years.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like you're going to keep it too. So it's sort of going keep it route. You know, I get my little bears show me the, you know, kind of the crossroads, or there being this big decision, but I feel like the decision's going to be made for you. You just have to allow it to go ahead and just be made. I really feel like, though, that the job still the business is really still supporting you, and you know, the earth is behind you, staying there for a while. It looks like a good place to be for me. And then I think there's still profit and a good reason to hang out there for a while. Now, maybe not forever.
Yeah.
But I feel like for now, it's the best place to be. And I feel like, you know, it's just going to kind of make the decision for you. This card makes me think that maybe COVID, you know, has affected it and maybe messed up a little bit. But I think it's going to return and you're going to feel a little more secure there for a while. So,
okay.
Yeah, it feels like hold on.
I pulled extra cards on my 9 of Pentacles just to see, and I actually pulled the Queen of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles, and the Empress. So, I mean, I'm not saying in mind that you should sell it or not, but I feel what I'm getting is how you're feeling about it, and you're just kind of over it right now. And yes, maybe rebranding or changing the business model might help too. But I feel like either way, you're going to be successful, no matter what it is you choose to do. Because in the end, it's really your decision. But, you know, the sky's the limit, but you're definitely going to be successful. So,
yeah. I see that spark and that passion coming back as well.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, because you're kind of feeling like this right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just confirmed it. So.
Yeah. It feels like when the economy and everything gets better.
Yeah.
You know, COVID is released. There might be a bigger payday in the back end. Something like that. Okay, let's do one more question and then get back to pets.
The pets kind of
take off. Lease is up in June. Will the rent increase? Yes. Rent will increase, I'm getting. So high that she has to move.
No.
So high that she has to move.
Have you talked to the landlord?
So yeah, I mean, that's the best way to get things.
I'm serious. I feel like so.
Talk to the owners, landlord. What's going to happen? Do I need to prepare?
Yes.
But so my senses are saying, yes, it's going to increase. It's going to be on the borderline of what you want to do.
Yeah.
Feels like you have a choice. So it's like, I think it's going to be okay, but you could maybe find something cheaper somewhere else. But do you want to move? So that's what my senses are telling me there.
I'm feeling the same. I feel it's going to definitely increase, but I'm feeling that it's not going to be so much that you can't afford it. I think that you're going to stay where you're at for now, but I think maybe the next time your lease is up, I think you might consider moving because it's a little bit more than what you would want to spend, but you can afford it.
Yeah, my pendulum said yes.
Patricia says she's already on that. Well, get her done.
Good.
Yeah, she'd rather stay.
Don't be out
new
in the cold
ownership?
there and unknown.
Yeah, new ownership.
You'd rather stay. So, I feel like you can negotiate, if it gets too much, but I feel it's going to be in your range, but I do feel an increase. So let's hope that works out for you, dear.
I get that.
Doggies. Where was doggies?
Oh.
Okay. I see Prince Charming mom has one. Chihuahua. A little
Chihuahua Leo in 2018.
Leo, so much. Passed in 2018.
Leo.
Well, I get a strong yes with my pendulum that he's coming back to you, Prince Charming. And the full came out too, so that's that new adventure between you two.
Yes, my pendulum also.
No. Let's see what my necklace says, since we're all grabbing pendulums. Mine's just circling, so I ain't going to say yes or no.
That's a no for me.
When it circles that say, I'm not going to tell you.
No, mine's
my no is back. My no is back and forth.
Yeah.
And
They're programmed for us.
My yes is side to side. When it circles, I ain't going to tell you.
Yeah. And mine's the opposite.
I program mine to go
way. No is this way.
Clockwise for yes and counterclockwise for no, and then maybe I have it was like sway back and forth.
Yeah. So, but I got a yes. So
that's why I do clockwise and counterclockwise. I get what's his name again? Leo.
Leo.
Yeah.
He's telling me he's been waiting for permission to come back. I don't know. Have you been going back and forth on it, or has it just come to mind that maybe that's a possibility? I don't know. He seems like he's been waiting for your decision. So I don't know if you've been thinking about that all along, or if it's some new idea. He says, yeah, I'm ready. I just need you to open up to receive and keep your eyes and ears open for signs that I'm here. But I feel like he can come right away. You just need to choose it, and then choose for him to return, and then keep your eyes open, because he's going to send you a signal about where to find him. Okay.
It's interesting you said that, because for my final outcome, I got the Two of Swords. So it's like, yeah, Leo's waiting for you to ask permission before he returns to you. But I think he definitely will. Mm-hmm. I got the Fool card flew out, and there's a little dog on that deck, on this deck.
Yeah.
So that new beginning with you. I had the death card for the signifier crossed by the lovers, so that pact returning. Below, I get the 10 of cups, so Leo is definitely a member of your family. I agree with Mark. Ask permission. He's waiting for you to ask permission for him to come back, and he definitely will come back to you.
Mine's actually very similar when I pulled mine. So with the Ace of Swords, he's ready for that new beginning. He's ready to get started. And with the Sun card, yes, this is that fulfillment. It's a big yes. But again, with the High Priestess, I do also feel it's connecting to, he's connecting to you where he's waiting also, because after that I get the Six of Swords. So there's that journey, the journey back, and the Heart of Pentacles. So this is the Queen. So this is that, security. Now it's okay to return. So it definitely coincides with that.
I'm getting something a little different.
Oh, good.
I mean, I do see a return, but it feels like his soul wanted to come back. So he's already back. But it feels like he might have, when you're ready, it feels like he's going to have an accident and he's going to come back right away. Because that's what I'm sensing. It's like he didn't want to wait anymore. And you weren't ready for another dog or something like that. And then he's like, well, I'm going to jump in over here.
Yeah.
But when you're ready, I'm going to leave the other family and come back to you. That's what it feels like to me. Because I got the ties, the family ties, 2 of Cups and 10 of Pentacles. But then I have him going elsewhere, traveling with the 3 of Wands and Queen of Swords. And then I have him, it doesn't feel like it's the right time for you to have another dog or something like that. But then I have the return with the Ace of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. For some reason I have loss here. So that's why it senses like he's going to come back and it's going to be lost for the other family or something like that. So it's like, it just feels like to me, and what I was getting before, it's like, no, I'm already back. I didn't want to wait. It's like a quick turnaround. But, he might have an accident or something. And then when you're ready, you put it out there. My soul's coming back to you.
Yeah, Scott, like right away when I first tuned in, I heard, well, we missed each other.
That could be it.
And I think now after hearing you, that's what that was about. And I thought, that's odd. But it was like, I'm back, but we didn't connect. I'm just waiting for you on your side. So I feel like, we're all, now I got goosebumps all over. I feel like we're all hitting around the same thing.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm reading with other people because.
And I just pulled runes.
Yeah, interpretation can be goofy.
Yeah.
I just pulled some runes on this too. And
I'm
trying to use my runes. It's a lot of things. I've got a lot of tools I need to get busy with. But I got protection, future, friendship, and constraint. So, and friendship was the last one. So you're definitely really, you had a really good relationship with Leo, and Leo is definitely there and is actually still sort of protecting you, I believe. And okay, I see another troll. Did we get him?
Another troll?
There's a lot of them today.
Oh,
Get out of here. Got him. Oh, Ron got it. All right, good.
Oh, you got it?
But yeah, so that's what I got.
It's always that weird language or whatever the heck.
I know.
Yeah, they put those.
It looks like Russian name or something.
Yeah, and then they put those little things to go to another website or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But they can't even. We were talking about that last night on Nasty Women. It's not even a website you could click on. There's a space in it. They can't do the links here. Nobody can go to it.
I would never. I would never click on
I
it.
know, but why are they? It's so stupid. All right, let's move
There's
on.
new influx though, because
Yeah,
they're around everywhere again.
I know. That's why I'm doing subscribers only mode. Keep them out.
Oh, where's that? Where's that?
Oh, that's-
subscribe only?
That's in the video setting for whenever you set a video up. You go into customization.
Oh, okay. I'll check
You can
that
also
out.
do flow mode, and you can do
Yeah.
And you
That
can
must
set
be
it.
the YouTube studio.
Yeah, and you can
Setting.
set a time
Okay.
period. You could set, hours, days,
Sounds
minutes.
good.
Yeah.
I've seen that. I'm like, oh, where is that?
Yeah.
All right. Strange dreams. Sister H is having strange dreams. So strange.
You need this deck. For
What is
that.
going on with the strange dreams?
Maybe it's a download. Well, I don't know. Maybe can you tell us something about your dream?
Yeah, intuitively, I feel it is a download, but I'm not really sure for what. Or like what the message it was about.
Yes.
Um,
Yes, you can do it when you're live. As long as it's still going. All right. Let me see. Strange dreams.
for some reason, I think it's like be in tune. Look for signs because you may have something goofy going on. I think it's like a sign of something unpositive may happen. When things are strange, it feels like it's a strange warning. What's a download? It's like a message from spirit. It's a download. Get some info when you're dreaming, a warning, a sign.
Is that what you're feeling? It's more like a warning.
It feels more like a warning, like stay in tune with. It's like you've seen this catastrophe in Virginia with the road.
Oh, I-95? Yeah.
If you would have followed your signs, you wouldn't have been involved in that. Instead of hustling to work, there's like signs there that you could have avoided that or not went to work or decided, well, I'm not going to go to work today or whatever the case may be.
No, but the part of the problem with that storm was they got a whole lot all at once and they couldn't keep up with it. And it was a heavy snow that we had. So, yeah.
True.
They're saying it came so fast they couldn't clean it up. So,
I mean, if you're going back from work and got caught on the road, that's a different story. But like
yes.
You felt like, well, maybe I should check the weather or.
Right. We did know that.
If your car didn't want to start right away, there's a reason why your car didn't want to start right away. Those kind of things.
They did tell us the day before that there was definitely a storm coming. So that is true.
Some people
that is true.
Didn't take control of that situation.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to go anyway. Nothing bad's going to happen,
Right. Now they're telling everybody, this is what you need to have in your trunk for bad weather.
You need snacks, you need water, you need blankets. Yeah.
Yep.
Extra can of gas, maybe.
It's interesting you said that, Scott, because a lot of the cards I threw were definitely like defensive cards. So like keep your guard up a little bit.
Yeah, that's what
Nine of Wands crossed by the Seven of Wands, and in this deck it's like protecting your energy, standing your ground. So there's a lot of defensive cards, like keep your guard up.
Yeah, use your intuition, look for your signs so you can stay out of trouble. I mean, maybe something simple.
Yeah. I got stuff where I definitely feel like there might be some downloads in there with the Six of Swords and the Eight of Wands, all this information coming in. And I love this deck because it's so dreamy like that. And it's just kind of like there's all this information coming in. With the Sun, I do feel that that's a yes.
Yeah.
And I mean, it might be strange. Like this one, she's hugging a bird, a really big bird. So, I mean, it's just going to be a different perspective. The wheels are turning, and I think she's even holding a pendulum right there. But yeah, I just feel like there's just a lot of different threads that you probably have to kind of put together from your dream into your life, figure out what it coincides with.
So I toss cards, and it feels like it. So I don't know your situation, obviously, Sister H, but I'm getting some kind of looking for assistance, and then I get a King of Pentacles. So it's either someone you're looking for money with, or some kind of financial dealings or whatever. And I'm getting beware of deceit and betrayal. Otherwise, you could lose money. So if you're planning on something,
Look what she's
you know,
saying.
if
She
you're
said
planning on something, what?
she said she dreamt of umbrellas and peacocks the last time.
Oh, that's crazy.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
So yeah, anyway, it feels to be male energy, dealing with money, beware of deceit and betrayal coming up. And then it could be kind of Four of Wands is the other one with foundations and community. It feels like dot your I's and Q's. So it feels like it's something to do with some kind of financial situation. If you have to sign a loan or you're looking for help with someone, I don't know. But it feels beware of financial situations right now. So something you might have to deal with.
Yeah, well, only thing.
Oh, I was
Oh.
muted.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
muted. This was the Wheel of Fortune and not the Queen of Pentacles. That's what I'm saying. Sorry. Go ahead.
That's the Wheel of Fortune?
Yeah, not the Queen of Pentacles.
Look like the Queen of Pentacles.
I know.
Well, I got the Eight of Pentacles first, and I did a couple different decks. But, I do feel like you're working in your dream time because it's the Eight of Pentacles and retreat. So, it feels like you're doing some work at night in the dreams, kind of hard at work. But I also get angel assistance. So,
angel assistance, that's dream time.
Yep. And that you want, I don't know. I feel like, yeah, what?
Oh, sorry. It could be anything. Let's say your car breaks down. Make sure you go to someone you trust.
Right.
What my throw showed, it was something to do with money. Something might be coming up. Use your best judgment. Look around. Use
what's that?
What's that website for Best Buy things? Angie's List. That kind of thing. Look for the best. Make sure you do work with good people. Otherwise, you could be taken for it.
Exactly.
Yeah, I kind of get that too, Scott, because I also got right next to the angel assistance is illusion. So somebody might be trying to pull the wool over your eyes or something, but just stay connected to your higher self and just ask within, is this right for me or not? So that you don't get fooled or something. What did you show, Kevin? I saw that.
Well, I had some defensive cards about the situation. So I'm agreeing with you guys. I definitely feel like it was a download, but it was more of like a warning to keep your guard up. And then I saw too where Sister H said that her last dream was about peacocks and umbrellas, and I can definitely feel protection with an umbrella because you're protecting yourself from the rain. She said she gets symbols, so I feel like it is a download, but just to keep your guard up. With this Queen of Swords, like manifesting with your guides, keep that connection clear because there might be something that might be heartbreaking a little bit. And then I get the Six of Pentacles, so I feel like it might be money related, like what Scott's saying.
Always use your intuition, man.
Yeah. I feel like she's very in tuned anyway, so if you're in tuned enough to pick up that they're sending symbols,
Yep.
Yep. When we're in a rush, we kind of, don't take the steps and everything.
Is anybody else hearing a really bad echo?
Yeah.
I'm hearing an echo.
Yeah. Why though? Why? Because we didn't do anything.
I didn't change anything.
Now I don't hear it.
I just muted myself and unmuted, so maybe that was it.
Oh, yeah. Now I don't hear it now.
Hello. Nope, sounds good now.
I'm going to use the cat tarot now for this one.
Okay. Oh,
Now we're going to use it.
I love that, Holly.
Matt, passed a year ago. Vivian's cat. Did he love to have like rub his head? He's one of those cats that would just go up to you and just keep going all over with his head. That's what I'm being shown anyway. Cat Matt. Message from Matt. What color was Matt, Vivian? I seen you were there. Hey, Mims. Message from Matt.
Hi, Merlin Mims. She said Matt did something. What did you ask her about Matt?
The color.
Okay. Well, she said my cat Wolfie did that and Matt too. But I don't...
Oh, the head rubbing thing.
Okay.
I was saying a black cat, but that was just me.
I'm seeing more orange. I'm just curious I got the right cat. Oh, white with a couple dark spots. Dark tail. Okay, look at that one. Did you have an orange one? Just curious. White one. I want Matt White. Do you have a play pole? You know what I mean? Like one of those poles with carpet, and they go in. They can go in and out and sit on a ledge and go in different holes. I'm being shown one of those play poles or whatever for kitties. Oh, orange was baby.
She had a black cat, Rudy, too.
Well, how are we supposed to get that straight, Viv, when you got all these kitties around?
I know.
Well, the cards I got for you, Vivian, I used my mediumship deck. It's funny because my animal card came through. I'm surrounded by loving animals. So Matt is I definitely feel there's a group of animals around him, and they're all really playing lightheartedly. His mind is free from any stress or burdens that he had in this world. And he wants you to know, although you may not understand it now, everything happens for a reason. I think that puzzle piece in the picture, I think, is your connection, and I'm sure he will be back with you sometime in the future again as well.
Have you already gotten another cat since Matt passed away?
Sounds like she's got quite a few.
I know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking. Yeah, go ahead, Scott.
So was Matt the head of the household? Because the first card I get is the Hierophant. He feels like he was King Doo-Doo here, the king. I got the World and the Seven of Cups. So it's like showing me there he's like a traveler, like he would be all over the house. Four kittens now. But the Seven of Cups makes me feel like he was kind of space cadet. So like he'd be running around the house, he could hit his head or something. he's very happy now. Released his burdens from passing, calmer waters. Now he's got the choice. What can I do now? But get that loudest energy. He's coming back as a female. And I got.
She said right now she has 4 cats. They're all related. 2 boys, 2 girls.
Okay. She said, yes, Matt ruled. Cool. But yeah, he's holding on dearly to his relationship with you and family with the 4 of coins. And then I have Queen of Cups. It made me feel like he wants to come back as a female kitty this time. And he's up there and gaining abilities and getting ready to come back. But yeah, he feels like quite the boss cat, but he also feels like he was kind of skittish. Like the 7 of Cups coming in makes it feel like he could be weird. Oh my God, he said,
I got a female kitten that looks like Matt. Yeah, and you got her since Matt died? The reason I'm asking that is because, are you done, Scott? I'm sorry. I think I stopped.
Go ahead, buddy.
Just please tell me to shut up if I interrupt.
Nope, you're good.
Because, and I could be off, but, I get, here I come, flying in, I'm a-coming. And this time I just did cards, which is different for me, but I don't know. They seem to be yelling in a big, loud voice. Yes, she says. And it says, it's time for a celebration because I'm coming. And then I get death upside down, which is like resurrection to me, and judgment, like coming back from the dead.
Yes.
So I don't know, Vivian. I feel like he might already be back.
And I got a yes that he's already back with her.
Yeah, and that's what I keep hearing. I'm already here. So pay attention and see if you got more than one kitten. I feel like he's there in it.
Okay.
And Scott said he wanted to be a girl.
Oh my goodness.
Feels good.
Well, I still have to.
I think he's back.
Yes. Well, I have the chariot here starting with mine. So we already have this forward motion and the Ace of Pentacles. And so, Matt really enjoyed life down here and with the 7 of Cups. So it's a lot of choices now. And, just like us, we have life lessons we learn here, but then with the High Priestess. So Matt is trying to determine what they need to do next. And it's funny because you guys were talking about a poll or something. I had pulled, what is this one? I think this is the 7 of Wands. You see the little wand there? So it's a toy, the toy. And all right, so these are just kind of like clarification ones here. And this is the 9 of Pentacles. So again, this is happy time to get back in and enjoy life. And this cat wants to return, I believe. And okay, yes, the Page of Cups does have his head in the toilet. And this one has his head in a pot. So I think it's time for Matt to return because you can't have fun.
No, I think you got him already. And that thing of I wasn't going to adopt and then I did. That's a complete like, little Matt was going, take us. So, and plus I kept getting that from the beginning. So if I know anything, he's there.
Well, one of my cards was that.
Oh, yeah, go ahead. Sorry, Scott.
I'm sorry. One of my cards was he was surrounded by animals, and if it was a litter of 4, that would definitely make sense that he's already with you and surrounded by all of his siblings.
Mm-hmm. That's very cute. I was just going to say, I agree with you, Scott, to Holly about that. They don't always come back.
I mean, in my lifetime, I've had probably 18 dogs.
Yeah.
And then I loved all my cats on the farm. We had house cats and 2 for a long time. But then I had so many farm cats, 30 or there's at times 40 of them running around, you know. It's really tough, hard to get every one of those cats to come back. So I think the ones that you really connected with deeply
Yeah.
and you want that energy to come back, yes, they will.
It's like a soul agreement almost.
Yeah.
They're going to be your
Yeah.
companion.
It's kind of like friendships in our own lives. So people come and
They're
go.
part of your life path.
Right. It's part of our life path. I had many deep friends in the military, but now there's only a certain few I keep in contact with. Right. So people, we've had other relationships with people.
Right.
And those relationships have ended. They're learning lessons and enjoy their company, and then the lives go. So, they can come back. And like you said, I really think my Quincy's coming back too someday at the right time.
Yep.
And because that was probably my greatest dog connection was Quincy.
I still think
So
you were
interesting.
little. Mhm.
So interesting how pets come back a lot quicker too than like people.
Oh
do.
yeah, they can turn around in months if they really wanted to.
I also think humanity's become more open to it.
Yes.
So then they're taking advantage of that and returning, because also their souls progress by working with the human repeatedly, because you guys are, we guys, we're moving up together. They're a companion energy, and they develop as we develop and vice versa, especially those that return,
Yeah. Okay. So Kelly here has her own channel. So a reader, unsolicited response, said that she's missing the signs and messages from her guides. Any help would be appreciated.
I'm not sure what we're asking though. I feel like whoever
So
sent that was
let's just get rid of
secret.
any reader thing, right?
Yeah.
And just ask, is she missing the signs and messages from her guides that she's supposed to be doing? Because maybe it was a message she didn't like. Just let that go.
Yeah.
Is Kelly in tune and ready to rock and roll, or is she missing the boat?
She says she doesn't know how to connect with her guides. I'm looking for any help with this.
Oh,
I'm not
okay.
exactly connected. I don't know who I'm connected to. I've got somebody who talks to me sometimes, and I'm just kind of like, all right, I'm trying to sleep. So, we're all some of us are in the same situation.
Yeah. Well, what I'm getting is that Kelly, you're going to develop at your own pace. So, I do think that you are getting their signs, just maybe not like active, like being aware of it fully, but they're sending their signs and you're getting their messages, but they're going to come whenever they're meant to come for you. And as you read more, I feel your gifts developing more and that connection getting stronger. I think it's okay if you're not necessarily seeing your guides or, are fully aware of everything that you're getting right away.
Right. And there's other ways to get information too. There's the knowing, the claircognizance, and there's other ways for you to get that information.
Tarot's a good way.
Yes.
Kelly's doing her tarot. She got her channel.
So and we're not all the same. Everybody's different. So you don't have to compare yourself or be compared to anybody else. We're all different. And it's not, you're not wrong. We're like, all four of us here right now are completely different in how we do it.
Completely different.
Nobody's wrong. It's just the way that it is. And it's okay. You can just do you. And, like Kevin said, at your own pace.
And it's a transition. Like as you deal more with this kind of work, and that connection gets stronger, you can develop different skills. I think that's great that you're putting yourself out there and learning what you're learning as it is. I feel like whoever sent that though was just being kind of rude. So
yeah. And
I would not. That is definitely a wrong way to do anything like that.
Right. And when you start noticing that you are picking up things, pay more attention to those things, because then you can start to develop that more. So just allow, as you pick up on things, just say, hey, oh, I did pick up on that. And then, then it starts to happen a little bit more often because you're aware of it. So, you can
when you're doing your chats and your, on your channel, you're throwing cards, you're connecting. Remember those things you're connecting with.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lisa. So anyway, I'm getting ground yourself a little bit more.
Yeah.
So by grounding, meaning visualize and connect yourself to earth. If you're in the winter here, I don't really want to walk outside and ground myself and grab a tree. It's like 5 degrees. Man. So you can do that by visualizing a favorite place you have on earth, a park, being out in a boat, whatever it is, a natural spring you've seen, something, is connect yourself to earth. So I got that Queen of Pentacles card. Makes me feel connect yourself to earth, ground yourself. So I have, you are the magician. So you have it within inside you. And then I'm getting about, I think the best way to connect with your guides, if you're not connecting during the day, with little messages and hearing, it's during sleep time. Always do a little meditation before you sleep and ask. Because I got the High Priestess and the Fool. It makes me feel like dream time. Do a brief little meditation, get in good space. Hey, there you go, Kevin, dream time. The best, before you do this at night, you want to release everything. Things of the day, be in a great space and imagine Earth. Imagine a great place on Earth and be connected, and then just drift off and ask for it to come in before you go to sleep. That's the best time to get them.
Yeah, I got similar things, but I've got the Four of Pentacles in this one. I love this deck because it's very dreamy that way. But this is Pentacles are Earth, yes, so grounding, and with the Hanged Man here too, it's also picking up those synchronicities that happen to you, whether it's just in your life, you're looking at it from a different way. When things happen and you notice it, pay attention to that. And when you're reading and you're working with people, and this also is the grounding, Three of Wands, and you see that going down into the earth. And one thing that Helen always tells me, she's like, the one thing you need to do the most is to ground. So I did this exercise long ago, and she's talking about it again. So I'm like, yes, it's the same one. Is you imagine roots coming out of your feet all the way down to the core of the earth, wrapping around 3 times, and then making more roots go into the core deeper, and you get really rooted, and then you can open the chakras and open the light and clear them and all that stuff. But that's something you can do too. So I've been working on that, and I have this grounding wand here too, crystal.
Oh, nice.
I've been working with when I ground. So.
Did you go, Kevin?
I can go real quick. What I got for you, Kelly, saying to you get the yin and yang card, so creating that balance. And in this card, I see the person that's really meditating, grounding your energy. I think that you get a lot of your messages in your dream state, like Scott was saying. And it was funny when Scott was talking about dreaming for you, I literally just flipped this card. So I should have when I did. But and what I would say too, when you're meditating, I feel the best time to get answers from your spirit guides is in that space when you're first waking up out of sleep and your mind's completely clear. It's a little groggy, but you're not overthinking things. You have that balance in that moment. I think that's the best time to ask those questions. I see with the dream card that a breakthrough is happening for you right now, and you're gaining that insight. And just keep on focusing on your channel and your dream and accomplishments, because I think as you focus on that and focus on helping people, that connection's going to get stronger.
Right. Practice. Practice.
Practice. Hey, Juno, I just wanted to say I agree with that about the water. When I was first learning to meditate and everything, being in the bath made all the difference for me. I don't know, the whole water just really helped me tune in. But for this last one, I feel like, you've graduated. You're already, you're not giving yourself as much credit as you deserve. You're already doing it. You're just trying to figure out how to best, apply it, how to best move forward with it. But you're already receiving messages, particularly on an emotional level. So I agree with what this, your first clairsentient probably, and that's the way you might receive most, is just a strong sense or feeling, knowingness. Like I feel like you get goosebumps, chills and stuff, and from a knowingness. So you're already doing that. That's been for a while. But also, this one, again, it talks about an inner knowing that you don't have to have, you can know it with your eyes closed, and you already have that. But again, this too reminds me of practicing meditation with your eyes closed and just taking, you probably are already doing that, but taking some time in meditation to ask yourself the question, close your eyes, get quiet, and listen for the answer. So to teach your self to pick up audibly and visually both, So I just feel like, because here we go. Now she's looking into the cup with her eyes and seeing visions. So, you're gonna have it all, but it's gonna come with a little more practice,
Yeah.
And I would say don't pay attention to somebody that's
It's visualization.
Yep.
Visualize. Use your imagination. Visualize anything but your worries of the day or your worries of how you're going to progress or whatever it is. Visualize something better. Visualize something.
See the big
See the big picture. There you go.
Exactly. Just what Scott's saying right now.
Visualize yourself connecting.
Yes.
It's
and
like
it's important too to be present while you're doing your grounding too. Let go of any anxiety from the past or worrying, am I gonna get this right? Now it's really helped to just be present, have that mind clear, and have that energy really grounded.
Right. And let it be what it is, because I have a feeling you're getting signs and signals. You're just not acknowledging them. So it might not be what you think. It's not going to be a big old the clouds parting and lightning strike. It could be. It could be that, but it probably won't be. It's probably going to be a little more subtle. And I think you're just not acknowledging it as much as you could. So,
right. My clairaudience is just kicked up based on what I just said. I can tell they're happy. I'm like, whoa, maybe I do have guys, because this got loud all of a sudden. I'm like, is this
your ears are buzzing,
that I have? Oh yeah, because I'm clairaudient, and I'm like, I hear people actually talking. So they're chatty. I'm like, wow. So yeah, it's part of that.
That's the whole thing with grounding.
Accept yourself.
Yeah, that's like Kevin was saying. That's the whole thing with grounding is, since everything's connected, you want to ground yourself to the energy of everything in Earth, and that helps release any anxieties or worry or fears or anything. That's what usually we mean when we say get grounded. You want to connect. Connect to Earth, connect to all that is. And that's the grounding part of it, and that also helps release your anxieties and any negativity you might be dealing with. And that's by
balancing your chakras.
Right. Balancing out, grounding. And like I said, in the summer when it's nice, I mean, it's rare nowadays that I feel anxiety or anything because I'm pretty happy-go-lucky now. But if I want to totally whack it out, I go out and hug my tree.
I've seen you. underneath your tree before, like doing something in one of your videos where you were doing that, like meditating by a
I'll
tree.
just sit next to the tree,
You're grounding.
visualize all the light codes and everything going on in the grass and the trees and the air, and
Yep.
just everything goes away. Another reading I did, I sensed like another good way is just to go over to, if you happen to have a lake anywhere, a natural pure lake, and just dip your feet in it and just sit there and take it all in. Let the lake, the freshwater lake and little creek or whatever you want to do, just take away that bad energy.
Yeah.
That's right.
Rock and roll.
Because God's voice is always louder out in nature, or spirit's voice, or creators. I think it just immediately gets louder.
Yeah.
When you're out in nature.
Oh, just seen that. Mim hugs a tree too. Definitely. Or just roll around the grass. There's so much light energy in grass in your lawn.
I don't have any grass.
Well, all of that has its own specific vibration. I mean, we're picking up trees, plants, animals, rocks.
No, I've got a whole bunch of river rocks just in the backyard, like a covering.
Depends on the rock.
The breeze sometimes, like if I just set in a breeze comes through, that really like just.
Oh, yeah, you can imagine the breeze taking it all away.
Stack my rocks out there.
Any of that.
I don't know. I don't get nothing in the shower because I just want to feel the shower, pound on my back or my neck or whatever, and just take my cares away. I don't get.
It has to be the bath for me, not the shower.
I think the bath. I think the water helps magnify some of that vibration.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
Shower, I'm in and out. I just want to get clean and get out. But the bath,
relaxing and
yeah. And then, of course, that's the way I first started to learn to meditate, was in the bath for whatever reason. And so that always triggers me immediately. So, whenever I'm getting ready to do a show or something, or if I don't know what the teachers are going to be talking about, I'll usually do a bath and then they give me all the prequel or whatever. After we do this, dog, I want to ask one quick question. I know we've been on for a while, but
fine.
Oh, an hour and 7.
Merlin.
Almost.
I still miss. Get up here. Come on.
I feel like Merlin was Merlin like a medium-sized dog, like a shepherd? For some reason I was seeing a German shepherd.
This is Juno.
Juno's dog Merlin, passed in 2008. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too, Kevin. It feels like almost like Biden's dogs, a shepherd.
Yeah.
Or
Border collie mix.
Well, who's got the shepherd? Well, border collie.
They kind of have like that wispiness, like the shepherds, just not maybe the spotting.
Yeah, I've had a few border collie mixes. They got a lot of energy. And they're kind of dumb. 2 out of the 3 border collies I had got run over by cars because they had to go chase after them. Silly dogs. They always want to go bite the tires and whatnot, and then they get run over. And they didn't listen very well. The last one I had was really unique. Border Collie Merlin. Oh. Lisa had 2 German Shepherds, one white and one black. I think I was seeing those.
Yeah, I was seeing a black dog.
I think I was seeing the black one too. Merlin always listened well. He was telepathic. Okay, Juno.
I feel like with Merlin too, I was definitely picking up that he was trained really well, was really good at like commands, like really smart and playful, But did he also like to like, you know, like how some shepherds like try to like get like animals like to follow them, that kind of stuff, like herd. You try to herd like other animals or you guys? Merlin was black and white.
I keep muting myself.
Yes, yeah.
I was getting black and white also. I was saying I keep muting myself so no one knows what I'm talking about. But yeah. All right.
Yes, he probably did want to herd things.
Mm-hmm. It's very strange.
Okay. I'm getting Merlin was pretty special. He's kind of like, he was empathetic. And it's like, I got the Emperor and Lovers, and I got Ten of Wands and Ace of Pentacles. So it's kind of like he was multifaceted. It was like he was a psychic dog, what I'm getting here. Because he worried about others. He could manifest healing. He was an authority figure. And he empathetically cared for all. He was like a caregiver and a healer. It's really strange. To me, I'm sensing, and I got the healer card, Eight of Pentacles, too. It feels like he was more than
part shepherd.
It feels like he was more than just a normal dog. It was like like Juno just said, like he was psychic.
Mm-hmm.
Like he knew more than a normal dog. Merlin makes sense. Perfect name. Weird. It's the best energy I've ever gotten from an animal when I got into it. Well, love the Merlin.
Yeah, they had a really strong connection. I felt that connection pretty quickly too. One of my cards is that you are so connected with Merlin, and that you helped teach him a new understanding while he was here. And Merlin's on the other side, telling you to believe in yourself, helping to motivate you. With my one card at the bottom of the deck, though, I don't know if you were worried about maybe he was in pain when he passed. You know, I'm not sure how he passed, but he wants you to know that he was his death was painless, and not to hold on to worry or guilt over his passing. It was his time to go.
You know, I've got the Six of Wands here for mine beginnings. For my, all of a sudden I can't talk. Okay, for the beginning of my reading, I have the Six of Wands, and this is a horse in here too. So we're talking about a collie. I kind of like the coloring of this horse because, in a way, it sort of reminds me of what a collie normally looks like. They're bicolored. But with the Eight of Swords, also, I do with in here. There's this rose, so I'm feeling a lot of love. I am seeing this a little bit differently. Definitely hurting. That is a buffalo, but movement of pentacles. With the Seven of Swords, though, I mean, I also feel, according to these, also he could be crafty. He was psychic. I do get that too with this particular this unicorn and the moon, all that kind of stuff. But with the Heart of Cups, I do feel he loved you very, very much. He knew that you loved him, but with the Five of Wands, so all this fire energy in here, and that's the action adventure type. And I'm getting to that because here we have the movement of wands here, which is the knight also, and it's this fox. So he was very smart, and he knew that you loved him, and he's probably ready to, I don't know if they're going to come back or not, but definitely was, I do get the psychic in here. So you were telepathic, and, he knew what you wanted him to do, and so you did communicate. So.
Awesome, Merlin. Can I have him?
Sounds like it to you.
Instead of Quincy, I want that dog. I want that dog.
Oh, poor Quincy.
Poor.
Well, I do get that he was a gift from heaven, and a manifestation gift that you needed at the time. I think since he's passed, though, you spent quite a bit of time, I don't know, not feeling, worried about him a little bit, or maybe having some dreams about him, and just really holding on to his memories quite a bit. And I'm getting, he wants you to let go, release that hold on his memory or who he was then. Now this one is like you waiting for him to return. And I feel like he wants to, but he needs you to kind of let go of that, of the past relationship, so that you can have a new one. It's going to be a little bit different. Maybe not quite what you're thinking it'll be, but he sees you waiting for him, and I think he wants to, satisfy that in return. He just says, let go of the way we were before. That's all I'm getting. Oh, he comes to you in dreams. Okay. Oh, one of
I guess
them.
we're gonna say I'm a good boy. Just really playful, cute energy.
Yeah, I don't think that's him though, Juno. I could be wrong.
I don't think so either. She said she had a reading with Jean, and she felt like he was one of her guides, or one of her healer guides.
And I got that in my cards too. He's helping to guide her.
I think that's more like it.
Yeah, me too.
I feel like he's a partial guide for you or something, because his energy is strong within.
Mm-hmm. He could come back. I just maybe it's that thought that you think maybe that's him. Maybe that's what he wants you to let go of, is that, that's not him. He's still in spirit form. Okay.
I had before my current. So I don't know how long you guys want to stay, but I have 2 more questions.
I'm okay.
Starred, and then we'll call it.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could do this for hours.
Well, once you open it up to the animals, they just come rushing in and they take over. I've had this experience.
Yeah.
Which
I
is
usually like to keep them around 2 at the most, though.
Yeah.
Hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Celtic Sphere, will the company that I'm working for as a contractor offer me a full-time position this year? Working for as a contractor.
the company and then I'm working towards
Just quickly, Mims asked a question about forgiveness. Yeah, the doggies forgive. The animals forgive. If you make mistakes.
Yeah, they don't hold judgment like we do.
Unless you're abusive.
Right.
Right.
Then they don't understand. It feels like a confusion, and then they got to fight back, the best they can. So, okay.
I don't know what you guys are picking up, but intuitively, I'm not really feeling a full-time position. I'm kind of feeling something new.
I'm not getting a resounding yes. I'm trying to figure this one out.
Well, my cards are interesting, and I have a Wheel of Fortune at the end, so I feel like there's still unfinished business here for you. But with the King of Cups, you do get this one first, and you really like this job. I feel like this is you. You really want to work there. I do have the Four of Wands here. That is a celebration, and it's like a new relationship start kind of thing. So there's a possibility with the Ace of the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is a victory, and I have also the King of Pentacles into the future as well. So this is that influence, security kind of thing, financial. And then at the end, because I pulled 5, I have the Wheel of Fortune, chance and opportunity. So you're still spinning the wheel. And I mean, this may be it and it may not be, because you have to see where this lands. So I clarified for that. I did get the 7 of Pentacles. And so this is, you're in your garden and you're looking at what you grew. And I have the 10 also. So I guess they will probably pay you well if you end up with them, or you may find something, because I also have the 3 of Wands where, there's opportunities are still out there for you. This may be the opportunity, but there's also possibility of something else, like Kevin said. So it's not a definitive yes, but I do feel going into the future, you are going to find something that is going to be right for you, whether it's this one or another opportunity that's going to come up.
I think you're correct there, Sheila. So like, do what you can with there, at the same time looking for else.
Keep your feelers out there.
Keep your feelers out there, because that's what I'm getting. Something else.
Yeah, because this is still spinning.
The Empress. I got the 3 of Wands too, looking outward, continuing to look. I have an Emperor coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So the first 2 cups are cards were the Ace of Cups, 7 of Wands, and then Death. So that means continue to work where you're at and do your best, and then all of a sudden, boom, you're going to find this other opportunity.
Mm-hmm. Right, but you do have this coming. Victory.
Yeah, well, I feel like being offered. So, like getting an offer, but I kind of but don't get too relaxed about it, because it looks like there's another offer coming behind it that might be more, ultimately more satisfying. So, it's kind of like what they're saying. Go along with what you got. Yeah. But there may be something right behind it. Don't get too relaxed in that first gift, because it might be another one behind it. Maybe. Sounds like good though. I don't feel you losing a job.
No, I don't either. I don't feel disaster or anything. I just like keep moving forward, and then it'll come up.
Yep, I think that's right too.
Ooh.
That's right.
Oh, that's right. Merrick Garland spoke today.
Oh yeah.
They're talking about that in
2:30. It's 3 Oh yeah, he did at 2:30.
Yeah, I wonder what he said. Anything?
saying gloves are off. I don't see anything here.
Here's straight from Garland's address. The gloves are off. Justice hunting season is now open.
Uh-oh. Not a-oh.
At least he was direct. I'll have to check out. I'm sure there's video clips.
Yeah, we'll have to check it out.
Kind of like what I was wondering that I wanted to ask you guys. Like a couple of days ago, 2 or 3, I just got a real strong feeling, and it stayed with me, that things had shifted a little bit, and that actually more people had abandoned that cause, and that they were kind of waking up. It looked like, oh, there was a little shift. A few more people woke up. Like, I don't know that they're willing to say it to their friends, but it was like, put them in a voting booth and they're not going to vote the way you think they would have. So I don't know. I just wondered if anybody else felt that there was a little bit of a shift that went on or something. It was right with the new year. I don't know. It was weird.
I haven't felt a shift like what you're saying, but I do feel that it will be a gradual process throughout the year that more and more people will continue to shift. And I think a lot of that's going to have to do with what comes out of the January 6th commission.
Right.
There's going to be so much more stuff revealed.
Yeah, because for a while I thought they're never going to change their minds no matter what. But then I got this feeling, oh, well, maybe some are changing.
Some will.
They're not really announcing it, but they're like going, maybe I'm giving up on that. But I don't know.
You're going to have your 5%, 10%, whatever it is, crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That one realtor woman or whatever, she's going to jail and she thinks it's all good.
She still won't admit.
Wackadoodle.
Yeah, they're not going to change. But I think there's some that still may be on the fence and they might jump over, I don't know.
Yeah.
Some are slowly starting to wake up a little bit.
They're moving up closer to the head of the snake, though. I mean, right now, they went after Pence now. They're trying to get him to come in to testify. And then on the New York side, I think they have subpoenaed the Trump kids.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they don't get to do any kind of thing. They don't work for the government anymore. And if I was thinking about this too this morning, if January 6th calls Ivanka, she can't claim, I don't know if she can claim, he was my dad. She was a federal employee. She has to go. So I'm sorry. That's why you don't do nepotism. It's too bad for you. You worked for the people. So if they call you, get your butt down there. Excuse me.
I saw her testifying to that committee like a week or two ago when I was throwing cards, and I thought it was weird because I've always felt Ivanka would flip on her father, but I felt like it was what I think Trump's going to get in trouble is for his company over inflating assets and like fraud bank loans and all that. And that's where I saw it. But I saw it in my cards that she's going to give out information to the January 6th commission.
She might have to because she's all over that. She went in there at least twice to ask him to make it stop. So she knew what was going on. She's going to need to fess up. We can't be doing this. And there's no excuse. And, had they impeached and they impeached him twice, but had he been convicted, things might have been different. But unfortunately, he's going to stay on the rolls as the 45th, as is everybody else that's been there. But hopefully he won't get back in. And that's what I'm concerned about is the future. And we need to just make sure you vote in your local elections, do your general elections, and vote your conscience. But
he won't be on the ticket in 2024.
No.
Help the country. So
I have no worries about that one.
Yeah, that's the only thing. I didn't think it was going to happen last time, and it did. So.
I don't think he will even be on the planet at that point. So we'll see.
Yeah. All right.
I've said numerous times, 2023 is a bad time for the health of Pootie Cakes and 45.
I agree.
Feels like the year of them possibly leaving the planet.
For entertainment purposes only. Yeah.
Another troll.
Oh my goodness.
Someone get that troll.
Why did they even try?
Someone get Banana Republic there.
They got him. Banana Republic. That's what it looked like, didn't it, though? The name.
I got to tell them, I'm a tiny channel, but still, I think they're out in force for some reason.
Yeah, they go after everybody.
I don't know how they find it.
If it's live.
It's like somehow they can algorithm a live channel. I mean, it's not like you can randomly find. It's like some kind of troll or algorithm that can find live channels to jump on.
But YouTube has it where you can look to see what is live. It's like a playlist, a current of who is live, and then they can just go. It's out. Yeah.
I don't search that kind of stuff. I just keep within my realm of what I like.
I know, but I like to know what is causing it. So I've looked and I found that is part of it. They know what's live. So.
All right. So this is the last question. I'm sorry for anyone that just joined.
Yeah.
It's a long time, over 2 hours. So
Yeah.
thank you everyone for being here. The Russians are listening. All right. I don't know if you guys seen it, but someone posted this out to me. But there's some company or something in Russia that has copied our channels and is running it on YouTube.
What? No.
Really?
Yeah. You can like youtube.ru or something like that.
Oh.
Or is that the Russian site of YouTube? And
It's like the Russian side on YouTube, but it's copied.
Oh.
It's like they're taking our streams and everything and putting it out there on a separate site.
Oh.
Well, they might not like to hear what we have to say, so
Probably not.
I know.
Yeah.
So,
Right.
It depends on who it is, because the few Russian people that I know personally are quite lovely, but of
Yeah.
course they're here.
Right.
And they left Russia, but they would enjoy it.
I've been in Ukraine and I met it was back in 2006. I went on vacation there, and yeah, I got scammed out of some money, but that's kind of normal. I don't know how he did it before we get to this last raid. It probably was. I don't think it was a Russian. He said he was on a boat, and he seemed like he was like Italian or something. But anyway, he said he needed. He showed me $100 bill, and he said he needed lower dollar bills, and he wondered if I had 20s and lower.
Oh no.
Right. So I did. So I pulled out my wallet, or not my wallet, but I didn't bring my wallet. I just brought with me dollars and kept my back pocket, so it didn't look like in case I had a thief or something that would pick my pocket. Or maybe I had my wallet and I had the money. Yeah, I had my money in my front pocket. The wallet was in the back in case of ID or whatever. So anyway, I pulled all the money and I'm flipping through it, and he's talking and whatnot. And so I had the money out and I was trying to count. And then he asked me another question. And I looked up. I don't know how he did it, but he took a 50 from me. Because I got my money, exchange. And then I went to another shop or something. And I pull out my money. I'm like, I'm short $50. How the heck did he take that $50? Distraction, and somehow just without me even knowing it. But anyway, as far as the Ukrainian people I met and whatnot, all lovely.
Yeah.
I had no issues. They're all helpful. And then I went to this other store, and the people that worked there didn't really speak much English. So there was a guy in there that spoke some English. And like, okay, I'm looking for this, that, and everything, and he helped me out. Well, he did the deal. Maybe it was coordinated. I don't know. So I ended up paying probably $5 more for it, because I think I seen him slip him some money.
God, yeah.
While I was browsing it, because okay, I paid for it, and then all of a sudden out, someone walked over and here's your money for helping out with a sale or something like that. But whatever. I mean, I had a great time there.
Yeah.
So
okay.
On the other side, do we continue doing what we loved in spirit that we did on Earth? You can do whatever you want in spirit.
Yeah.
I think you can even do more.
Yeah, you can do whatever.
Yeah, you can do more.
You can create whatever.
So let's say, I'll just go with an example. I tapped in my grandfather, and I visualized and I asked, Grandpa, what are you doing on the other side now? He's not farming anymore. He farmed his whole life. So, starting back in the 30s, 40s, 50s, before technology, a lot of handwork, a lot of hard work, horses, pulling, equipment and whatnot. He loved to fish. I just see him fishing all the time. He loved fishing.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I may have seen him golf a little bit, but he doesn't really like the golf. But anything is possible. But I definitely seen him not wanting to farm anymore because that was hard work.
Right. And they can do what they want to do and what you enjoy. So if you like to paint with, one way on Earth and you're limited by, okay, this easel's like this, you could paint something just tremendously huge and whatever it is that you imagine because you have that. And I was sitting here and I was laughing because I pulled this card here. It goes, embrace flamingo spirit, embrace the in-between. So it's kind of like right now we're here. And then, when you go over, I think, and you deal with your life review and then you can get on to doing whatever you want. So
yeah.
I just think it's good.
Once you learn your lessons, it's all good.
Yeah.
Well, and I think as an artist too, on the other side, it would be a beautiful thing to paint over there anyway, because the colors are so much more vibrant. And actually the colors on the other side almost have their own vibrational level to them. There's its own feeling. And I mean, if you're going to paint or something like that, I'm sure that there's beautiful artwork over on the other side. A lot of times too, when I read people, like if I read somebody's grandma or mother and they were big cooks and enjoyed cooking, they don't need a cook to eat for energy on the other side. But a lot of times they'll come through cooking for me. And then I'll be like, oh, she liked to cook a lot. Yeah.
Oh, I have to tell
we can
you something. Yeah. I just remembered especially I went through a really big phase where I had my family was coming in a lot and I asked them what it was like on the other side. And they said, we're not supposed to tell you. So it's kind of like right now, it's really hard to find out what exactly is going on. I think they don't want us to know because we'd all be trying to get over there and it's not time for us. It's not time for us. We have to do we have to live the life.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's very good.
Live the now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I think when you get on the other side, you have the same loves and that you have here, especially the ones that you've focused on and worked with. So, if you love music, you love music. But I also feel like when you're in that form, there's stuff that we don't really imagine that you can do there. There's other kinds of things to do. And
yes,
and so you're busy. There's like, there's fun. It's different. It's different. Everything's different, but there's plenty to do. Kind of like you don't just stop,
right.
But you also bring with you what you love, because you come to the earth to experience those things you love. So that's a part of you. So you have that with you there.
Right.
But I don't know if you're going to be doing the exact same thing there that you would do here. Like you probably do art, but I don't know if it would be the same way,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
What'd you get, Scott?
For what?
Oh, I thought you were doing cards.
Oh, I pulled cards for the end.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
The card of the day kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like for the collective?
Let me get something. I'll pull a card for.
Okay. What I pulled, I grabbed my, I haven't used this in a while, the Earth Magic.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's pretty.
Ooh, that's a treat.
So I got ceremony and spring. The spring equinox, the rebirth. So that always makes me feel like that's manifesting.
Mm-hmm.
And the spring is always when things start to grow. The winter is over in the fourth season. That's the rebirth.
Rebirth, yeah.
To manifest now for the rebirth of the spring. And then I pulled one card out of Andrea's Oracle deck, and I got Happy Birthday.
Ooh.
Today is the first day of the rest of your life.
Exactly.
So it's never too late to start. Never too late to be
right
starting.
Well, I pulled first the Bobcat spirit, which is life is a mystery, which I think is funny because based on what we're just talking about.
Yeah.
And then the starfish spirit, which is open to infinite possibility. So that's just basically for life in general. And then what is beyond that. We're not supposed to know everything. Things are still supposed to be a mystery to us, but yet you can be open to that infinite possibility because you could still create on Earth as well. So don't forget that.
I like those cards, Sheila.
Yes. Thank you.
I drew a postcard from Spirit for everybody. And your postcard is "You are so magical." And everyone's message is, "Dear you, you are in such a good shape right now that we're all doing a happy dance. In this moment, you have the power to make a choice to get with Spirit and co-create a miracle. You may wonder where this is all going, but if you want to manifest your desires for the highest good, you need to stay focused on the now. All power is in the present moment. Ask yourself, what are your dominant thoughts now? What beliefs are you motivated by? Do you have clarity right now? How is your conscious contact with the divine? Are you plugged in, or are you trying to do life all by your small self? Get rid of negative energy now. Resentments be gone. Forgiveness and love enter, please. You can do your life beautifully and create your most powerful future right now, right here, right now, in this moment. Aren't you thrilled to know you have a huge cheering section over you? Love and hugs always." Well, that reminds me of a previous reading that we are reading.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well,
Bless you, Linda Reeves.
I did a weird. Oh, what'd you say? Oh, I did
Linda Reeves put up.
drawing, which I don't know what the heck. But I get, because we weren't really talking about this, so it's odd. And I drew 3 cards instead of 1 because I just did a regular tarot. And these are my kind of sexy cards. I have to put my finger. This is that, worry and fret at night. But I'm getting that it's, and this is in the past. So it's, we can let go of a lot of that worry and fret when it comes to justice, because I feel like we're going to see some justice happening here. Whoops.
Mm-hmm.
Right away. I feel like that's coming. It's time for the worrying, the staying up at night, worrying about earthly justice not happening. I feel like it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then the last one was, time for something new. So I feel like it's time to put that to bed. We're going to move ahead with brand new inspiration. I feel like a lot of us are being inspired to take new steps and to do something new, even in the midst of still some, kind of chaotic energy. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
A little weird.
Yes.
Good Lord. CNN News.
Uh-oh.
Space experts are tracking a Russian rocket part that came apart, and it's uncontrollably coming into re-entry.
I see that.
Usually they always burn up, but this is so big, there's parts and pieces that are going to hit the Earth.
Oh, no. Better
They
not.
have no clue where it is, where it's going to land.
It probably hit me.
It's a little weird that happened right after that movie Don't Look Up came out.
Yeah, that's what it said. Don't look up. It's safe to say that in the next 24 hours, it'll be down, but where, no one can say.
Oh, no. I hope it
Because in
lands.
a window of several hours, it'll do several revolutions around the globe.
The risk is real and cannot be ignored.
Unreal.
Well, it's going to be some big dramatic crash or something. What the fuck?
They say
What is interesting? Because when I'm working on my 2022 predictions, and when I was focusing on Russia, I felt an explosion. So
there it is. They say the total mass of this thing is about the same as the Chinese stage, but most of it is probably liquid and will burn up in the atmosphere. So the risk to the ground is significantly less, I think. Well, what's the Chinese stage? How big is that? So I don't know what that means.
I know I had 2 dreams in a row where I saw things falling from the sky.
Well, here it
Yeah.
is.
and hitting the ground. And then when I watched that Don't Look Up, which I don't know if you've seen that yet. Oh, you guys might not have Netflix. I thought afterwards, it made me think, I felt like Spirit said, well, something's going to come from the sky like that.
Ooh.
And a lot of you guys, you'll connect it because you've just watched it. So I don't know. It's very weird. I hope nothing bad happens.
No, I
Yeah.
hope not. But there's some good news on here. 45 canceled his press conference for tomorrow at the urging
saw
of his advisors.
Yeah, I heard
Yay.
that.
Now he says he's going to do it the 15th in Arizona.
Oh, he can just be quiet.
Well, the only reason why he was doing it is he wanted to, get into try to change the perspective of what's going to be coming out that day. So
Get in a dig. That's what he
Yeah.
Right. And then the news stations told him they weren't going to cover it. And I think that
yeah.
changed
Yay.
his mind too.
Nor should they.
But I'm really curious what Garland had to say.
Yeah, I know. We'd have to look at that.
That was a ton of fun today, you guys. I really had a good time. Thank you for including me.
Yes,
Oh, you bet, Mark. I love
I
your
had
energy.
fun.
I love your energy, my friend.
Yeah, it's fun to read together because I love, I don't know, that's just fun for us, I think.
Yeah, it was fun to finally work with you, Mark.
Oh, yeah, you too, Kevin. Well, I'm finally figuring out StreamYard, so I'm going to have to start inviting you guys to come and hang out with me on there. Okay?
Excellent.
So please don't say no when I reach out.
And it's always fun to work with Scott and Sheila as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
I enjoy working with all of you. So
Jen
Yeah.
Paskey announced that Biden will speak about Trump's role.
Psaki.
Oh.
and Saki. The P is silent. It's like
Okay, Saki?
Saki. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Like a different
I
way to say, not Saki.
never figured that one out.
Okay.
All I know is she throws bombs out there.
Yes, she
Yeah.
does.
You don't play.
No.
I think she's only made a mistake once. I only seen her fact checked once that she said something that Biden didn't say.
Well, I just
Like-
like when Fox News tries to turn a story over on her. She's just quick and with it and not letting it happen. She doesn't mess around.
Yeah,
I
she'll
know.
throw it back. Sake bomb. That's right.
Yeah.
Throwing out sake bombs.
That's right.
She's
By
great.
Sagittarian redhead. But thank you guys for joining today. Bless you all. It's been
Yes.
great. It was
Thanks for
awesome
having us.
getting into
Thank
pets.
you.
Love you guys and thank you.
Thanks,
Love you all.
God.
Thank you.
Have a great day.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.